Hello everyone, this is James Without Fam. Wanted to shoot just a quick video because I've been doing a couple of things. I've been uploading, and sorry I don't have any good scenery for you, so it's just going to be a quick video. I've been uploading pictures of people who I've interacted with who I know are negative entities and or work for the government in some particular way, or clones. Not sure exactly what they are, but I was attacked by them and used by them in some way, and I have found out that they're very interested in using people as like a battery. So a lot of these people have either stolen energy from me, tried to imitate me in some way, and if you look at some of the photos there, a wide range. Like, you would never think or know, like, that these people are like this, like these entities aren't human, but they are. They aren't human, or something happened to them. They, like, something's going on. And actually, there's a black woman who I stayed with at Airbnb, and had some very interesting experiences with her at the time. And I was staying in Seattle, and I worked for a marijuana company, and I like, this is why I'm even uploading these videos, because the rabbit hole is very, very deep, to figure out exactly how these entities are communicating and how they're working together and coordinating a way for basically your downfall. Is it's going to take some time, and for people to come together and to understand exactly what's really going on here, because it was between me working and Airbnb, they had somehow already had set up attacks on me. So you can only reach several conclusions. Either half the place was canvassed already with negative entities, meaning that they were there already and been there for a while. Or something really creepy could be going on, and for me it's pretty creepy, because they seem so freaking coordinated, like they've been here for a very long time. And from my experience, like when I was staying at the Airbnb place, it usually takes 2 or 3 days before I get attacked. It takes about 2 or 3 days before they start trying to steal my energy. They start being negative or wanting to fight. But when I was staying at the Airbnb place, I noticed that the neighbor also liked to come outside when I was outside, and kind of like the whole stalking thing, and just would kind of loiter about. And I actually had experiences where they were following me, like they were acting like I didn't see them, or they weren't, like, I went outside. And this is the crazy part, because if you explain it to anyone, they would have to be there. They would have to see. They just kept staring at me, but through, like, not looking directly. So it wasn't like like I would notice. So if you weren't noticing, if you kind of were looking out of the side of your by your side, you would kind of see them, from your peripheral vision, them kind of looking at you, but menacingly. And it was just like a very strange experience where they would, for example, what happened in one particular instance, this woman who was just running down the street. Now, listen, I've had neighbors So I know we don't have to get into all that. I've had neighbors. I talked to neighbors before, all that sort of thing. But what happened is that I had just finished meditating, or something happened around that time, and they were basically gang stalking a bit. Like, so the lady was running down the street, and she just happened to stop directly in front of the neighbor and just started talking with him. And she's in her running gear, by the way, like as if she was on a jog. And I do a fake out like I'm about to leave, and they kind of scramble a little bit, trying to, and because I'm guessing at that time I was being tailed as well, and they're trying to find out where I was going to go. And so I went back into the house, and the lady who was running decided that she wanted to pick weeds in front of the guy's house, and wait and to see what I was going to do. And they were doing this a lot, like kind of like spying and wondering and going around wondering where I was. I even had an incident. Anyway, so what happened is that I went back outside, and as I was leaving, I could kind of see through from my peripheral vision, as as I was driving by also, that they were in communication. They were talking to each other, and all of a sudden she decided to stop pulling weeds and decided to go continue running. And so you get incidences like this all the time where it's like, unless you were videotaping the entire thing, you would never consider or know that they're up to no good, that they're doing crazy stuff, that they're probably in communication, they probably are stalking. You would never know, they're so good at it. But since I've been in this for several years, it's very easy to tell, it's very easy to spot, and that's why I'm putting the freaking faces on camera, if I can catch them. If I can catch them in the act, I'm going to make sure that they get some video time, so that maybe one day, if I get lucky, someone will notice what's going on. I mean, I'm saying from our perspective, and be able to convict these people and look into some of their other practices. The spirit world works differently than what we do here. Everything is kind of calculated here too. I'm not, the spirit world, I have no idea, no clue how it really works, but we are in full communication all the time with our ancestors if we want to be, with our loved ones. I mean, they're watching, someone's watching, and participating in some way. But it's kind of it's definitely more free will compared to this gang stalking and trying to mess up people's lives. Anyway, so yeah, after I put these videos up and these pictures, obviously the attacks increased significantly. Real anger, and the attacks also include hitting me with electromagnetic weapons, locating me, and also the feeling of having my soul pulled out. They do that a lot, or having my energy completely wiped. It's definitely a constant, everyday type of thing. So I think the best thing for me to do is just to put these videos up, because they're going to do it anyway. So at least now there's a record of it. Just in case there's any international, intergalactic agency that pops up, and I'm like, look at my videos, you can see right there, I've recorded it every day, time, as of late, when they're attacking or right after the attack, and the experiences I'm having with it. So yeah, it's one of those things that, exposure, I think, is for the best. Yeah, I mean, these government people, they work with agencies, they work with, marijuana shops. I mean, to me, from my experience, either they were grabbing people and cloning them and killing them off. I don't know. But it was she had, like, for example, the lady with Airbnb, she had a son. And there were strange instances where they want, like, and with the mind control, but you have to understand, they couple this with mind control, so they're sending you messages the entire time while they're messing with you in other ways, and have these teams of that are coordinating against you. And so, you know, these people, like her son, they were sending me messages like, oh, get to know him. And she was an attractive woman, so, you know, I wasn't you know, it wasn't that I was not interested. But I thought the situation was a little weird. You know, like I'm sitting like trying to get to know her son, and I'm just like staying at an Airbnb place. And you know, this was an extended over time. So, you know, I even ended up getting her son a Xbox. You know, or I kind of got it for myself, but it ended up being a strange situation. Let's just say that. And you know, as you could kind of write a book about some of all these experiences because they're so crazy, and they don't make sense unless you're really in it. But you know, again, just wanted to say this video. They've been messing with me all day today. That's what my problem is. I think they try to reset my brain, or who knows, hitting me with some type of electromagnetic field. I'm fairly lethargic and weak today. So, you know, it's a everyday constant thing, and I'm gonna keep exposing and putting pictures up as I can find them. And anyone who comes across my way that's invading on my free will and trying to hurt me or use me for their energy or some experimentation or project, I am going to place their face and whatever else I can find on them up on YouTube or on my blog somewhere, so that there's a record, so that people know what's going on, at least from my perspective. Stuff is kind of crazy. All right, peace out, fam.